Hello my fellow gamer, it's Griffin here, and today we'll have a look at Bloodfiend's Arm build. It is an insanely strong Strength Arcane build, so let's dive in. Bloodfiend's Arm is one of the new weapons in Shadow of the Erdtree. At first glance looks like a normal colossal weapon, but after a closer look is revealing its powerful secret. Every time we use heavy attack, besides the significant damage of the hit, Bloodfiend's Arm heavy attack also does blood splash damage, and that will generate blood loss buildup, and that's quite significant. The cool thing about it is that being a colossal weapon does a tremendous amount of it and leads to massive damage through blood loss procs. Against enemies that are not immune to bleeding, will shred their HP with ease. Otherwise will be a normal colossal weapon that will deal physical damage. Bloodfiend's Arm has A scaling for strength and D scaling for arcane in heavy affinity, has C scaling for both strength and arcane in blood affinity, and has D scaling for strength and A scaling for arcane in occult affinity. It has a weight of 20 and requires smithing stones to upgrade. Using roars is one of the key elements of this build. While two-handing this colossal weapon, using Brodgard's Roar or Warcry changes the nature of the heavy attack to a charged heavy attack and also will have a status effect multiplier somewhere between 2 and 3 times the amount. Claws, daggers or thrusting swords, for example, build status effect with each hit in small amounts. However, because they attack very fast, the build-up status effect happens quickly. The colossal weapons, on the other hand, attack slow, very slow, but they deal a huge amount of status effect in one hit. If we pair that with roars, the end result is devastating. We can use White Mask and Lords of Blood Exaltation Talisman to increase the bleed damage even further, also the Roar Medallion that increases the effects of roars. We can add to the mix Shadow of Alexander for even more damage, and Axe Talisman for more damage with charge attacks, and the end result is an, wait for it, absolutely monstrous build that will shred enemies' HP with ease in Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree to a larger extent. Considering that the key aspect of the build is damage dealt through bleed procs, then investing points into Arcane is a priority for this build. For a character with good survivability, we should consider 60 Vigor, about 25 Mind to be able to cast Roars, Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength, therefore investing 25 points into Faith would be necessary. We can split the rest of the stats between Strength and Arcane, or, as suggested by one of the channel's viewers, we can invest into Strength 28 points, representing the minimum requirement to be able to wield Bloodfiend's Arm, and the rest we can allocate into Arcane for max blood loss build-up and blood procs. That being said, if we do so against enemies that are immune to bleeding, we should select Occult Affinity for good damage, because as previously mentioned, Bloodfiend's Arm has A scaling for Arcane in Occult Affinity. If we are not going to use Roars, we can use other powerful Ashes of War like Royal Knight's Resolve, Stump Upward Cut or Savage Lion's Claw. To get Bloodfiend's Arm, we start at Cliff Road Terminus Side of Grace, and feel free to follow my character on screen. After we defeat these enemies, one of them will guarantee drop the weapon, but only once per playthrough. Final thoughts. Bloodfiend's Arm is an extremely strong weapon, especially in blood affinity. The heavy attack, although slow, is extremely powerful against enemies that are not immune to bleeding and will shred their HP with ease due to its very high blood loss buildup per hit. If you are looking for a blood build in Elden Ring, then I highly recommend this one. But what do you think about it? Do you enjoy the playstyle? Also, if you have any suggestions about future Elden Ring builds that you would like to see presented on this channel, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below and I will try to make a video about it. And this concludes our look at the Bloodfiend's arm build. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. All the best. Bye.